Here is some questions for forthcoming NEET examinations. First question is, oxygen is not produced during photosynthesis. Answer will be green sulfur bacteria. Because green sulfur bacteria do not use H2O as source of proton, therefore they do not evolve O2, oxygen. Okay. Next question is double fertilization is, answer will be the syngamy and triple fusion. A double fertilization is a unique phenomenon that occurs in angiosperms only. Syngamy plus triple fusion means double fertilizations. Which of the following plants show a very close relationship with a species of moth where none of the two can complete its life cycle without the other? Answer will be the yucca. Because yucca have an obligate mutualism with a species of moth. Example is pronuba. Next question is, pollen grain can be stored for several years in liquid nitrogen having a temperature of minus 196 degrees Celsius. Pollen grains can be stored for several years in liquid nitrogen at minus 196 degree Celsius. This is called cryopreservation. Okay. Next question is, which of the following element is responsible for maintaining turgor in cells? Answer will be the potassium, because potassium helps in maintaining turgidity of cells. Okay. Next is, what is the role of NAD plus in cellular respiration? Answer will be the, it functions as an electron carrier. In cellular respiration, NAD plus act as a electron carrier. In which of the following forms is iron absorbed by plants? Answer will be the ferric. Means iron is absorbed by plants in the form of ferric ion, Fe plus plus. Which of the following is commonly used as a vector for introducing a DNA fragment in human lymphocytes? Answer will be the retrovirus. Retrovirus is commonly used as vector for introducing a DNA fragment in human lymphocytes. Gene therapy. Lymphocytes from blood of patients are grown in culture outside the body. A functional gene is introduced by using a retroviral vector into these lymphocytes. Okay. Next question is, use of bioresource by multinational companies and organization without authorization from the concerned country and its people is called biopiracy. Means biopiracy is a term used for refer to use of bioresource by multinational companies and other organizations without proper authorization from the countries and people concerned with compensatory payment. Next question is, in India, the organization responsible for assessing the safety of introducing genetically modified organisms for public use is, answer will be the Genetic Engineering Appraisal Committee, GEAC. Okay. In Indian government has set up organizations such as GEAC, means Genetic Engineering Appraisal Committee, which will make decision regarding the validity of genetically modified research and safety of introducing GM organism for public services. Next question is, the correct order of steps in polymerase chain reaction is, answer will be the denaturation, annealing and extension. मतलब this technique is used for making multiple copies of gene or DNA of interest in vitro. Each cycle has three steps: denaturation, primer, annealing and extension of primer. Okay. Next question, select the correct match. Here answer will be the ribozyme is the nucleic acid. Ribozyme is catalytic RNA, which is a nucleic acid. A new variety of rice was patented by a foreign company. Through such varieties has been present in India for a long time. This related to basmati. And Lerma Rojo and Sarabati Sonoro is the type of wheat. Okay. Next, which of the following pair wrongly matched? Here, answer will be the starch synthesis in P, multiple helix. This is the wrong answer. Starch synthesis in P is controlled by the pleiotropic gene, and rest all other are correct. T.H. Morgan express linkage, ABO blood grouping is codominance, and exo type of sex in grasshopper. Next question is, select the correct statement. Here, answer will be the second. Punnett square was developed by a British scientist. Punnett square was developed by a British geneticist Reginald C. Punnett. Franklin Astle proved semi-conservative model of replication. Transduction was discovered by Zinder and Liederberg. Spliceosome formation is part of post-transcriptional change in eukaryote. Okay. Next, the experimental proof of semi-conservative replication of DNA was first shown in bacterium. Means semi-conservative DNA replication was first shown in bacterium Escherichia coli by Matthew Michelson and Franklin Estal. Okay. Next question is, which of the following flowers only once in its lifetime? Answer will be the bamboo species. Bamboo species are monocarpic, that is flower generally only once in its lifetime after 50 to 100 years. Jackfruit, papaya and mango are polycarpic, that is produce flower and fruits many times in their lifetimes. Offsets are produced by mitotic division. Means offsets is vegetative part of plant formed by mitosis. Meiotic division do not occur in somatic cells. Parthenogenesis is the formation of embryo from ovum or eggs without fertilization. And parthenocarpy is the fruit formed without fertilization. Here select the correct match. Answer will be the Fran Francois Jacob and Jackie Monod. They have discovered lag operon. Francois Jacob and Jackie Monod proposed the model of gene regulation known as operon model or lag operon. Alec Jeffreys DNA fingerprinting technique. Alec Alec Jeffreys discovered DNA fingerprinting technique. Matthew Meselson and Franklin Estal semi-conservative DNA replication in Escherichia coli. Alfred Hershey and Martha Chase proved DNA as a genetic material, not as a protein. Okay. Next question is, which of the following has proved helpful in preserving pollen as a fossil? Answer will be the sporopollenin. Means sporopollenin cannot be degraded by enzyme, a strong acid and alkali. Therefore, it is helpful in preserving pollen as fossil. Here, pollen kit help in insect pollination. Cellulosic intine inner sporoderm layer of pollen grain known as intine made of cellulose and pectin, while content no role in pollen preservation. Okay. Next question in natality refers to birth rate. Death rate related to mortality. Number of individual entering a habitat is called immigration. Number of individual leave the habitat called immigration. Okay. Next question is, World Ozone Day is celebrated on 16th September. Year 5th June is the World Environment Day. 21st April is the National Yellow Bat Day, and 22nd April is the National Earth Day. Okay. Next question is, which of the following is a secondary pollutant? Here, which of the following is the secondary pollutant? Means O3, ozone is the secondary pollutant. This is found by the reaction of primary pollutant, CO2, CO quantitative pollutant, CO2 primary pollutant, and SO2 is the primary pollutant. Niche is the functional role played by the organism where it lives. Okay, ecological niche was termed by ecological niche was termed by J. Grinnell. It refers the functional role played by the organism where it lives. Okay. Next question is, what type of ecological pyramid would be obtained with the following data? Means secondary consumer 120 gram, primary consumer 60 gram, and primary producer is 10 gram. Option is the upright pyramid of number, pyramid of energy, inverted pyramid of biomass, upright pyramid of biomass. Answer will be the inverted pyramid of biomass, because the given data depicts the inverted pyramid of biomass. usually found in aquatic ecosystem. Pyramid of energy is always upright. Upright pyramid of biomass and numbers are not possible as the data depicts primary producer is less than primary consumer and this is less than secondary consumer. Okay, next question is in a stratosphere which of the following elements acts as a catalyst in degradation of ozone and release of molecular oxygen. Answer will be the chlorine. Because UV rays acts on chlorofluorocarbon releasing chlorine atoms. Chlorine reacts with ozone in sequential method converting it to oxygen. Carbon, oxygen and iron are not related to ozone layer depletion. Okay. Next question is the two functional group characteristics of sugar are carbonyl and hydroxyl. Okay. Next question is which among the following is not a prokaryote? Answer will be the Saccharomyces. Saccharomyces is the yeast is an eukaryotic unicellular fungi. Mycobacterium is a bacteria. Oscillatoria and nostoc are cyanobacteria. Okay. The Golgi complex participates in formation of secretory vesicles. The Golgi complex, after processing, releases secretory vesicles from their transphases, not cis phases, transphases. Okay. Next question is which of the following is not a product of light reaction of photosynthesis? Answer will be the NADH. ATP, NADPH and oxygen are product of light reaction while NADH is product of respiratory process. Okay. Next question is which of the following is true for nucleolus? It is a site for active ribosomal RNA synthesis. Okay, nucleolus is a non-membranous structure and is a site of ribosomal RNA synthesis. Okay, next, stomatal movement is not affected by oxygen concentration. Okay, light light temperature and concentration of CO2 affect the opening and closing of stomata while they are not affected by oxygen concentration. Okay, next question is the stage during which separation of the pair homologous chromosome begins is diploidy. Next question, stomata in grass leaf are dumbbell shaped. Grass being a monocot has dumbbell shaped stomata in their leaves. Okay. Next question is secondary xylem and phloem in dicot stem are produced by vascular cambium. The vascular cambium is partially secondary, forms secondary xylem towards its inside and secondary phloem towards outside. 4 to 10 times more secondary xylem is produced than the secondary phloem. Okay. Next question is nematophores occurs in halophytes. Halophytes like mangroves have nematophores. Apogeotropic. It means negatively geotropics. Roots having lenticels called nematothodes to uptake of oxygen. Next question is Casparian strips occur in endodermis. Casparian strips occur in endodermis. Endodermis have Casparian strip on radial and inner tangential wall. It is a suberin ridge. Okay, next question is plant having little or no secondary growth are plant having little or no secondary growth are called grasses. Okay, grasses are monocot and monocots usually do not have secondary growth. Palm like monocots have anomalous secondary growth. This is the exception. Next question is the sweet potato is modified adventitious root. Means sweet potato is modified adventitious root for storage of food. Rhizome are underground modified stem. Tap root is primary root directly elongated from the radical. Okay. Which of the following statement is correct? Here answer will be the third. Ovule are not enclosed by ovary while in gymnosperm. Means gymnosperm have naked ovule called phanerogams without womb or ovary. Okay. Next question, select the wrong statement. Here answer will be the pseudopodia are locomotory and feeding structure in sporozoans. This is the wrong. Means mushroom belong to basidiomyces. This is right. Cell wall is present in members of fungi and plantae. This is right. Mitochondria are the powerhouse of the cell in all kingdom except Monera. Means pseudopodia are locomotory structure in the sarcodines and amoeboids. Next question is after karyogamy followed by meiosis, spores are produced exogenously in agaricus. Answer will be the agaricus. In agaricus, basidiopores or meiospores are produced exogenously. Neurospora produces ascospores as meiospores but endogenously means inside the ascus. Alternaria do not produce sexual spores. Saccharomyces means unicellular ascomyces produce ascospores endogenously. Next question. Winged pollen grains are present in pinus. Winged pollen grains are present in pinus. Means in pinus winged pollen grain are present. It is extended outer axine on two lateral sides to form the wings of pollen. It is the characteristic feature of pinus. Means pollen grain of mustard, cycas and mango are not winged shaped. Okay. Here match the list. All are matched. Herbarium. Herbarium is the place dried and pressed plant specimen mounted on sheets are kept. In museum, plants and animals specimens are preserved. Catalog is the alphabetical listing of species and key identification of various taxa. Which one is wrongly matched? Gemma cup, Markensia, biflagellate zoospore, brown algae, uniflagellate gamete, Polysiphonia, and unicellular organism, Chlorella. Answer will be the uniflagellated gametes, Polysiphonia. Okay, thank you.